sunshines, welcome back to our channel. I am by myself today, only because it is a story about me and an experience that happened to me, but also because Mzwandile is actually away. He is working in another province currently, so I'm home alone, the ghetto. But anyways, I just wanted to come on here and actually share with you guys an experience that I encountered, and I just thought, you know what, I battled a lot with should I share, should I not share. It's not a big deal, it is what it is. But actually, you know what, let me just get into the story, you know what. So I was body shamed by a sweep star, and a sweep star is a cleaner, is what they call, is what Sweep South calls their cleaners. So Sweep South is a company that you can download the app and you can request a cleaner to come through to your home and clean for you. So I was part of the one of the Sweep South campaigns that I took part in, and I had a cleaner come to my home, and also obviously I had to post on Instagram about the experience, not really the experience, but the services, and which is something that I've done in the past. I have used Sweep South before. It is a good company. I just feel like it is quite convenient. Their workers are efficient and they get there, do what they have to do and leave. So when my regular helper is not available, I definitely use Sweep South a lot, you know. Yeah, so I had a Sweep South cleaner body shame me in my own home. Okay, so and which is so funny because the day that it happened, Mzwandile was also working in another province in that day, so that week. So but he was coming back on that same day when it happened. So let me tell you guys what happened. So obviously the cleaner comes through to my home, then obviously I take her through the house, let her know what I'd like her to clean, how, where, what I wanted to focus on, and all of that jazz, you know. So we live in a two-story home, and usually when I explain to the sweep stars what I'd like them to do, we start upstairs and then we go downstairs, and then I show them what they need to do, right? So we go upstairs first, and as we're going up the stairs, the lady is like to me, I'm a step isangada and I'll lose weight. It's actually not even funny. It's not funny. So when she said that, a million things were going through my head, because firstly we were still going up the stairs, right? Fine. Hi, we get to the top and I tell her, okay, then we go to the different rooms, what I want you to do here, whatever, what I want you to focus on, our bedroom, whatever, you know. So I actually brushed it off, you know. And then we go back downstairs and she and I tell her what to do. Then she cleans my home. So when she's upstairs, I'm downstairs. When she's downstairs, I'm upstairs, you know. So that's how I give them the freedom to clean, right? So as she is downstairs was the last place that she was cleaning. She started Pezulu. So now as she's downstairs, I'm upstairs and I'm carrying on with my work, because it's normal working day for me. I'm still working, right? So I'm working, and as I'm working, this thing keeps replaying in my head, and you know, to a certain extent I had forgotten about it, but also I just feel like maybe I just put it at the back of my head, but it just kept on coming back, right? So obviously now I was contemplating in my head, do I speak to her, do I not speak to her? She looked like she was much older than me, and funny enough, she wasn't the tiniest of people as well, you know. She also had some weight on her, a bit smaller than me, but she won't you know. So I'm like, do I speak to her, do I not speak to her, what do I do, you know? also in my head, what keeps replaying in my head is the fact that, Siza, you honestly can't keep speaking about self-love and self-acceptance and holding people accountable and just saying the right things and just being mindful and having emotional intelligence. I can't keep speaking about those things online, but face to face, you know, because this is, I don't usually get body shame like face to face. It's usually probably like a comment under their breath here and there, but it's not also it's not something that happens a lot, you know. I think I've only experienced a lot of body shaming like growing up, primary and high school years, but now not much. So this was like a face-to-face encounter, and I'm just like, how do I deal with this thing, you know? So I'm just like, I can't keep speaking about these things online and just being an advocate of all of this, and then when I'm faced with it face-to-face, and I can't say anything. So the lady cleans my house, she's cleaning, cool, fine. Then she tells me she's done. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go downstairs, obviously when she's done, go downstairs so I can let her out and lock. Before she leaves, I'm just like to her, you know, but obviously on the app it shows you, but obviously that's how I want to start the conversation, you know. So I'm like, so I can address her properly. And I'm like, okay, okay, let's say for the sake of this video, her name is Sarah, okay. So I'm like, oh, she says her name is Sarah. She said, oh, first she says my name is Sarah, and then she says it's on the app. You can actually find it on the app. Now she's even giving me a bit of attitude. I'm just like, I'm literally coming here in peace, and she doesn't even know why I'm trying to speak to her, but I'm just like, don't let the devil take over you. But anyways, she says it's Sarah, and she tells me how I can find her name on the app, or it says there on the app, or how could I have missed it on the app. But now it's nothing major. Keeping my cool, right? Fine. Then I'm like to her, you know, Sarah, when you walked into my home this morning and I took you upstairs, this is what you said to me. And then she was like to me, oh, ikphathe kabi, meaning, oh, you were hurt by that. I didn't realize, bengazi askis, I didn't realize, I'm sorry. Basically that's what she said. So I'm like, okay, hold up, before we actually continue, it's not even about me. At this point, it's not about me. So I let her know that you come into my home and the first thing you say to me is this is my home, this is my space, this is my house, you're here to render a service for me, and the first thing you speak to me about is my weight and how I go up these stairs all the time and I still haven't lost weight. And I'm just like, babes, you know. So I'm just like to her, at this current moment, it's not about me, you know. It's about you, right? So how I put it to her was like, so obviously because she said to me, ikphathe kabi askis, you know. So I'm just like to her, it's not about that, you know. Whether I'm ngiphatheke kabi or not, you don't speak to people like that, you know. You don't know what I could be going through, you don't know what I could be suffering from, you don't know what little things that you can say can trigger things that are not even related to what you're saying, first of all. Secondly, I am totally fine with my weight, and for you to come and say that, I don't know what you expect me to say, you know, like. And that is exactly why I didn't comment and I didn't respond to you. I carried on with what I was doing, which was showing you what I want you to focus on in each room, in each bathroom, right? So, and then thirdly, as women, we need to be building each other up. Now, Sarah, you're not the tiniest of women, but for you to be saying that to me, not that it gives a tinier woman the right to say that to me, but now, babes, you know, calm down, you know. So she's like to me, no, the reason why I said that is because I could feel that the steps were actually getting to like number one karma. I could feel that the steps were being a little too hard on me as well. I was feeling a bit out of breath, so that's why I said that. So I'm like, that's not even an excuse, that's not even an excuse. But I'm not here to fight, I'm here to help you. I'm here to that is exactly why I'm speaking to you, woman to woman, you know. She's probably also much older than me, Sarah, but I had to speak to her because I just feel like sometimes it starts with, not even sometimes, most of the time it starts with the older generation, and I just feel like they don't understand, they don't know how to speak to people. There's a whole lot of lack of intelligence, lack of emotional intelligence when it comes to the older generation. They're not mindful when they speak to the youth. They're not mindful with what they say, how they say it. They're not mindful with how they address certain things, you know. Sometimes I just feel like the older generation just feels like the younger kids just need to respect them regardless of whatever, you know. So yeah, so that's what happens. I'm just like, Sarah, this is just a lesson for next time. I don't want you to be going around saying that it's not okay. Whether you're coming, I know you do not say it maliciously. Nami, I'm not coming to you maliciously, but woman to woman, I want to help you in future, especially with the way that things are becoming vocal in this country. And you have, I don't know, call myself an influencer, but yeah. But you have people like me who are vocal, you know, about these things. So the word is getting out there. People are becoming more cognizant of what they're saying, and I don't want you to get into trouble in future, you know, with what you say, with what you might say. Also, I want you to go back home and I want you to teach your kids, Uguti, you don't say things like that. I want you to teach your sister, your brother, your mother, your grandmother, like your entire family, because it is a generational thing. It is something that is learned from home as well. So if you can teach one household at a time, things will definitely get better. So personally for me, I told her I'm perfectly fine with my weight. I love the way that I look, and I just feel like it's none of your business how I look, how I feel, the way like nothing is actually none of your business, because you're just here to render a service and it ends there, you know. Also we're not even friends, but even if we were friends, you know, it's just it is quite of a complicated situation, but I just thought I should share. Yeah, excuse me, and Sarah. So then I told the campaign manager what had happened, that I was body shamed in my own home. Then Super South called me and they asked me what happened, and I told them, and obviously they were disappointed. They did say they would address it with Sarah. I did tell them that I did already speak to Sarah, and yeah, this is not to get her into trouble, but also you guys just need to empower your other ladies that are under your company. That they don't do things like this. And this is exactly why I'm also protecting her name, because I'm not doing this in a malicious way, but to build people. I also want people from this channel, like the Gentle Giants, to learn from this. You don't say things like, yo, hey, umshado uyakuthanda, so cool pal, or you have glowing weight, or whatever, man. Like anything about weight or someone's skin or just someone's appearance, and just anything about someone that possibly could be taken negatively, don't say it, you know. If something is not your business, don't say it, you know. Also, which is very funny, because the other time when I spoke to, I recently, when I went to go do my hair, so my hair was done by Braids by Vuyo, and her and I were having a conversation about self-love and all of that, and she was speaking about how, you know, she's lost so much weight with breastfeeding. She wants to gain that weight back, you know. And then we spoke about, we got into the conversation of, okay, she understands the whole self-love thing, and being a self-love activist, body activist, whatever. And then she wanted, and the question she asked me was, what happens when it goes onto the unhealthy side, right? Whether it's overweight or underweight, you know, what happens when it goes into the unhealthy side? And my answer was, it is a very tricky situation, but at that point, if I am speaking to Vuyo or she's speaking to me, and either of us want to address each other's weight to each other, singenapi, you know? Like, so it is a bit of a tricky situation, because obviously you want people in your life, or just people, you just want the human race to be a healthy race or whatever, but at the end of the day, you know, people are dealing with different things. People are going through so many different things. There's just a whole lot of traumas that people are trying to get over. There's a whole lot of healing that people are trying to experience and go through, because people just don't think before they say, you know. And some things have become culture, some things have become things that you learn from home, from growing up, and it's just things that we need to unlearn. So personally, for me, as a gentle giant mama, I just thought I should come onto the platform and share my experience with a service provider. And it's not also in a malicious way. Like I said in the beginning, I like Sweep South. I like what they do. It is convenient for me, very easy. They come, they do what they need to do, they go. It's just unfortunate that I had to go through this. So I just thought I should share this experience just for awareness, guys. Ningena, like, keep quiet, calm down, you know. Allow people to do what they want to do, you know. Sometimes, not even sometimes, like the unsolicited advice is really unwelcomed, you know, whether it's about anything, whether it's about fertility, whether it's about weight, whether it's about, I don't know, man, like just a whole lot of things. Like rest, my face of rest. So yeah, so that's what I went through. I hope you guys will find this video very insightful. I hope you learned something from this. I hope you become a better person from this video. I hope you become more cognizant of what you say. I hope you become kinder, you know. I hope you become a kinder person, because being extra kind goes an extra mile, you know. I just hope you become a better human being to be around, you know. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you're wondering why I look so cute, I just shot a IGTV video on how I achieved this look. So if you want to see how I got this tropical look, I'm looking very islandy, you know. Lockdown, so the only island I can create is on my face. So so yeah, so if you want to see how I did this, you can go into my IGTV. Instagram is Siza__, and yeah, thank you so much for joining me, you guys. Yeah, guys, I don't even know how I close this video. Like, where's my husband? My husband honestly needs to come there. But thank you so much for joining me, you guys. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you guys very soon.